Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your August new moon reading in Leo. For Geminis, this is Gemini risings in particular. Although this reading is for any Gemini placement that you're interested in, for Gemini risings, this is going to affect your third house, the area of your communications, the way you process information, your intimate your close communications with your more intimate familial circle, siblings, neighbors, and it's also where you are traveling as well as in communication in those intimate circles. So I want to thank all of you who have donated, shared, subscribed, commented on my channel. I'm deeply appreciative. So let's get started, Gemini, with the overall energy for the month of August. And we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands has you looking to solve a problem or agreeing with a team, a group of peers or colleagues that you are going to engage in skill building, gathering information, researching a problem that you will solve together. This can be an internal conflict that is reflected in your environment, but I think of it more positively as a learning laboratory, a way in which you have come together with others to learn something, gain a new skill, work out a solution. This is a beautiful collective energy of problem solving. So in the past, or the preparation for the 2 weeks of August that this reading is covering, we have the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. You are releasing a lot of energy. You are looking very clearly at those areas in your life that have been dissatisfying, disappointment, failed opportunities, and you are understanding, taking great care to understand your part in those failures, in those disappointments, in the way in which these situations, relationships, or opportunities did not fulfill their potential. So this is deeply healing, and as part of this healing, you really are grieving the losses that you've experienced, as well as really understanding that the lessons you've gained from these experiences are part of what has created the opportunity for you to learn and heal, and ultimately you are releasing a tremendous burden. These burdens most likely are obligations, many obligations, either in your own life, but most probably in community, in collective, in a team environment. This could be obligations to family, your work, your job, some project that you have been invested in for a very long time. And you now are at the end of this particular journey, at the end of this particular healing journey. So this is all happening right now as the new moon occurs a little ahead of August 1st. So you are actually culminating in your awareness of how you can bring power not only into your being, but into your communication so that you are expressing yourself more authentically. And that is part of the power of this new moon in Leo. Your ability to not only communicate, but to express your authentic self. In your present situation, we have the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. So Gemini, you are practicing, as you've opened up your heart tremendously, you're practicing being in alignment with who you are, with identifying what it is you want and taking the steps to achieve that. What feels a little odd and a little unusual for you is that what you're asking for is not necessarily looking the way you imagined it would. For an example, could be the ways in which we all seek for the support, the attention, or the love of someone, and that love can quite possibly be something that we are called upon to give to ourselves first. The ability to do that puts you on a strong emotional foundation. It really stabilizes your environment in a way that may feel somewhat, certainly unfamiliar, but uncomfortable in your desire to be in communication, in relation with other people. This is not denying you relationships, but saying this emotional stability that becomes the platform for all of your actions, all of your relationships, is really something that is being favored by the universe. This willingness to pull in and ground yourself in your own authentic self, but your own authentic desires, to be willing to take the steps to manifest those, the universe is rewarding with more love, more attention, more abilities and ways to nurture yourself and to be supported by others. The universe is offering you this ability to flow into the opportunities that are coming towards you. This opportunity has a very creative feel to it, but it certainly is part of and creativity adheres to every area of our life where we experience things uniquely and express that experience in unique ways. However, the universe is really favoring the work that you have done to release obligations and responsibilities that are not yours, and to be willing to support yourself first in the development of your relationships, projects, and desires. So that this is a time, that first 2 weeks of August becomes a time of receiving unexpected favor in ways that you may not have experienced it in the past. In your immediate future, we have the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Hierophant. And the Knight of Cups is definitely following up on this tremendous energy and momentum towards exploring your emotional landscape, exploring your desires. As you do so, you are welcoming in communication, ideas, and information. Although much of that is conflicting and is part of this agreement you've made with a team or a community in which you are working out the solution to a problem. In your efforts to do that, you are in a unique position to learn a phenomenal amount as you become more considerate of the source of information that you are gathering and receiving, so that you are recognizing that all information, all communication is not equal, and that there may be other motives involved in the information that you receive, rendering it inaccurate, miscommunication, misdirection, perhaps even the attempts to deny your participation or limit, even dismiss your participation. However, now that you have done this soul healing work of really looking at your responsibilities, your participation in failures, in failed attempts, you have learned to ask for the help that you need and not judge either yourself as a result of making a request for help, or others whose motives may not be pure or sincere. But you are able, having done this work of really looking at those areas in which your own behaviors, your own attitudes, your own words or deeds actually prevented you or limited you from participating fully in this new opportunity before you. And you are now well equipped to and open to learn from the situation, powerfully learn in such a way that you are now coming in to this ability to teach others, share others what you've learned as you identify now your quest is in receiving the information and support, asking for that, and understanding its value without judging yourself or others. Most importantly, without judging yourself. In the past, where information or even the request for help may have triggered your insecurities, your sense of not having enough, not knowing enough, not being enough, that has changed tremendously. That is changing because you are opening up to learning the lessons that you have sought. I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune with the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So we now have 3 cups on the table, and that is very much about conflict, a problem, resolving a problem. And part of what this new opportunity affords you is a new chance, a new direction, a new opportunity to build in a new way, to build something new, and to set yourself more firmly and more authentically on the path of prosperity, of abundance, of stability and security. This is continuing to be a result of the skill that you are integrating into your life, where you allow yourself to feel these uncomfortable feelings that have arisen from the various heartaches, failures, betrayals that you have experienced in the past. But your willingness to allow those feelings in, to explore those experiences, to mourn, to grieve those losses, has netted you this clear understanding that what remains for you is this deeper relationship with self, this deeper self-knowledge that allows you to connect more authentically, not only with your own desires, your higher self, but becomes the basis for all of your relationships. And this sense of healing, of grieving, and recognizing what remains is contributing to the abundance, the flow of this new opportunity. I'm going to finish this reading off, Gemini, with a hummingbird oracle, and really loving these beautiful cards for the lighter touch of summer in our northern hemisphere. And I pulled Listen to the Call, and I hope you can see that without a glare. It says, Spirit is singing sweet words of wisdom. Be still and listen. I'm going to leave it here, Gemini. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and until next time, Namaste.